Before we get to Pravin Gordhan, Sam, good afternoon to you. He was also putting the Democratic Alliance on notice today as far as voting in hung municipalities.
Yes, indeed. It seems as if that marriage of the Democratic Alliance and the Economic Freedom Fighters is over. It seems as if those divorce papers has been served on the Democratic Alliance. They were in no formal coalition, mind you. It was just on voting on issue-to-issue basis with the Economic Freedom Fighters and the Democratic Alliance. The DA, in their last FedEx, resolved that they will not be voting with the Economic Freedom Fighters in the Tshwane Council, yet they will try and maintain that relationship with the EFF. But Julius Malema coming out in this press briefing with the other top 6 members of the EFF leadership saying that they will no longer be voting with the Democratic Alliance in hung councils on the virtue that the DA is refusing to vote for an EFF mayor in the capital city, the city of Tshwane. You'd remember after Solim Simanga resigned as the mayor of Tshwane, you had Stevens Mokhalapa taking over as the mayor, but the EFF did not vote for him, saying that he's there on an interim basis. And after the 8th of May elections, the EFF would be taking the reins in the capital city and sharing power with the DA in MMC positions in the city of Gold, the city of Johannesburg, with EFF getting MMCs, and in the city of Tshwane, the DA taking MMCs and having an EFF mayor. That did not come to fruition with the Democratic Alliance refusing to vote for an EFF mayor.
And Sam Kelly certainly not taking its foot off the gas pedal as far as Pravin Gordhan is concerned.
It's a full-on battle between Pravin Gordhan and the Economic Freedom Fighters, with Julius Malema saying that they are considering and they are seeking legal advice on whether to take the issue of the president non-committal on issue of implementing the public protector's remedial action on Minister Pravin Gordhan of Public Enterprises. The EFF saying that they are seeking legal advice on that matter. They will try to go to the Constitutional Court, but they're just waiting for that legal advice. It seems as on that battle is going to continue, but the EFF are not relenting on this issue of the president and wanting him to basically act on those remedial actions of the public protector, where the public protector basically issued out and said that the president may have to discipline the Minister of Public Enterprises. The president coming out and issuing out a statement yesterday and responding to the public protector, saying that it would be futile at this point in time to act on the Minister of Public Enterprises, as there is a legal recourse or a legal review that is currently ensuing, that is basically brought by Minister Pravin Gordhan on this particular matter, and he will wait for the outcomes of that legal action by the Minister of Public Enterprises before he acts on Minister Pravin Gordhan, if he were to act at all.
And just very quickly, similar pressure on the former Finance Minister, Trevor Manuel.
Yes, Trevor Manuel is also facing an issue with the Economic Freedom Fighters. Remember the defamation case that Trevor Manuel had with the Economic Freedom Fighters, where he basically won his court case and the EFF had to pay over 500,000 rands to him. They are saying that they are maintaining their stance and their view that Trevor Manuel and the SARS Commissioner do have some sort of a relationship. That would be Edward Kitswetter, the SARS Commissioner, and that Kitswetter was appointed unfairly in that interview panel that Trevor Manuel was chairing, and Julius Malema questioning why did Trevor Manuel recuse himself from chairing the interview of Edward Kitswetter and just became an ordinary committee member of that particular committee that was conducting interviews for SARS, saying that there is some sort of relationship and they will be continuing with it, and that Trevor Manuel is indeed working for Rothschild and is basically part of what he terms the establishment, which is basically what is termed as white monopoly capital.
All right, Sam Kelly Maseko, thank you very much indeed, live from EFF headquarters here in Johannesburg.